Okay. Thank you for joining me. Once again, this is Kalana Yoga, and today's class is a yoga flow. So, if you do have yoga blocks, I would recommend grabbing them because they might come in handy this class. And one sort of disclaimer I wanted to throw out for today is one of my objectives as your yoga instructor, instructing people of all different levels, is to provide you lots of different options. So, with this class, I will provide you different options throughout our flow. And what I ask you to do and to commit to is to honor your body and listen to what you need today. Don't push yourself if you don't want to. Don't judge yourself if you fall out. Just know that it's my job to offer options and it is your job to own your own level. So find the options that suit you best now and love that level that you're in right now. So, with that being said, we will get started in child's pose today. Come to the back of your mat, bring your big toes to touch, separate your knees as wide as what's comfortable for you, and extend your fingertips all the way to the top of the mat. If you like to get credit for your workouts, feel free to start those workouts now on your exercise device of choice. And then rest your forehead on the mat. Take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Take another longer, deeper inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it all go. And take your longest, fullest, deepest breath yet. Invite in as much air as you can possibly fit into your lungs. Expand your lungs as much as they will go. Pause when you reach the top. And exhale, force everything out of your lungs. Notice if your spine is feeling a little longer. Maybe reach your fingertips a little further forward. Maybe lift your forehead just a centimeter, reach it forward, and lower it back down. See if you can draw your hips any closer to your heels. Working on length through the spine, relax your shoulders away from your ears, and allow your belly to drop toward your inner thighs. Allow your attention to turn inward toward your breath, trying to put aside any distractions, whether they're noises outside or remaining to-do list items in your head. Just tell yourself we can deal with those after class. Allowing your belly to expand with each breath, listening to the sound of your breath coming in through your nose and out through your nose. On your next inhale, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Exhale, pull your left hip back toward your left heel. Feel a nice stretch along the left side of your body. On your next inhale, walk your hands back to center and then over to the left side of your mat. Draw your right hip down and back, breathing into the right side of your body, feeling that beautiful stretch. And on your next inhale, walk your hands back to center and hold for the exhale. Inhale, slowly push yourself up to a standing or to a tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Press all 10 fingers into the mat, separating them nice and wide. Inhale, cow pose. Let the belly drop, broaden through the collarbone. Allow your tailbone to point high. Exhale, cat pose. Round the spine, tuck your chin, push your belly button up toward the ceiling. Inhale, cow pose. Look up, broaden through the collarbone. Allow your tailbone to point up. Exhale, cat pose. Breathe into the space between your vertebrae. And take the next few breaths to customize your warm-up, continuing to move between cat and cow, or adding in some additional stretches, maybe stretching your wrists or doing gentle neck rotations, ankle rotations. Just take a moment here to breathe into wherever is tight and move your body to start warming it up, preparing it for class. Whatever you do on one side, go ahead and do on the other. Beautiful. And then once you're balanced out, return to your tabletop position. Inhale, step your right foot back. Exhale, step your left foot back. High plank, pause in high plank. Activate the whole core. Reach the crown of your head forward. Press down through the fingertips. Push your heels toward the back of the room. Everything is active. One more inhale here. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Allow your torso to reach back toward the top of your thighs. Keep a gentle bend in the knees at first, and then press one heel down at a time to walk out your dog. Breathe into the tightness in the back of your calves, the back of your knees. Press down through your fingertips to spiral your creases of your elbows forward. Allow your head and neck to hang so your gaze is back towards your shins. And then settle into your downward facing dog, peeking your hips as high as they'll go and then drawing your heels down toward the mat. Now separate your feet as wide as your mat or potentially a little wider if that feels comfortable, and then slowly walk your hands back toward your feet. Once your hips are stacked up high, then lower them down. Take a big bend in the knees, squatting down Malasana. Now from here, your hips might be feeling a little tight, and that's okay. Only go as far as you feel comfortable. Press your elbows into the inner spots next to your knees. Lift your chest high. Squeeze through the belly button, reach the crown of your head high. Inhale, hold. Exhale, place your hands down, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Heel toe, your feet closer together, and walk your hands to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Bend the right knee, open up the right hip, stacking the knee up above the hip opener, three-legged dog, and take big, slow knee circles. Open the hip up nice and gently, big knee circles. And then lower your right foot down to the mat, downward facing dog. Then lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee, point the knee up to the sky, opening up that left hip. And then once again, big knee circles. Maybe go both directions, moving nice and slow, just opening up the hips today. Separate the feet mat width once again, slowly walking your hands back towards your feet. Take a deep bend in your knees, Malasana, lower your hips down. Allow your toes to point outward. And once again, press your elbows toward your inner knees. Lift up high, squeeze your belly button for a long, strong spine. Beautiful. Place your hands down, lift your hips up, walk your feet together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long, strong spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll yourself up to a standing. Head and neck are last to lift. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up to the sky. Spiral the pinkies in, palms face toward each other. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, reach the fingertips tall. Reach down through the soles of your feet. Exhale, gentle back bend. Cactus the arms, lift the chest, push the hips a little forward. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Exhale, chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the hips low. Keep the chest lifted up. Now your arms can still continue to lift up high, but if this feels challenging on your shoulders, feel free to reach them directly forward. Sink your hips as low as you can go. Squeeze the belly button in to lengthen the low back. Inhale. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Reach your left fingertips forward, right fingertips back. Try to keep your knees and hips level. So think about pulling your right hip forward, left hip back, so they stay in one straight line, and the twist is through the middle of the spine. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Right fingertips reach forward, left fingertips reach back. And this time, pull the right hip back, left hip forward to maintain that nice straight line, feeling the twist through the middle of the spine. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, gentle back bend once again. Inhale, rise, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at the hips, lead with your chest. Fingertips reach the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat, high plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze the elbows in, lift the chest, reach the crown of your head forward. Lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale through tabletop. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long, strong spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your fingers all the way to the sky. Exhale, chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the hips low. Now, option 1 for our chair twist is to keep the chest lifted just like we did. Option 2 will be a little different. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Option 1, keep your arms out like a T. Option 2, bring your palms together. Hook your left elbow at the outside of your right knee. Press your palms into each other, stacking your right elbow above your wrists, keeping your hips as low as you can, and feeling the twist through the spine. Inhale through center, either option. Exhale, twist to the left, or bring your palms together. Hook your right elbow along the outside of your left knee. Press your palms together, sink your hips low. Weight is in your heels. Squeeze the belly up. Inhale, back to center. Press all the way to standing. Exhale, gentle back bend. Lift through the chest. Push the hips a little forward. Inhale, rise, mountain. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Chaturanga option 2, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes, inhale, baby cobra or full cobra, extending through the arms. Knees are still on the mat. Just breathing into the low back, noticing how much it feels like bending today. Lower all the way down. Press yourself up to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Okay, so now you know your 2 options. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, vertical twist or palms together, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Wherever you are, press your weight into your right foot. Slowly hover your left foot off the mat and extend it behind you. High lunge. Beautiful. So you're still in your twist. Right foot is forward. Left foot is extended behind you in a lunge. Inhale, fun transition, warrior 2. Reach your arms up through center. Right arm reaches forward, stacking over the right knee. Left arm reaches behind you along with the left foot. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward. Lift your left arm to the sky. Right arm can be bent on the right thigh or extended along the inner thigh. Squeeze in through the belly. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the right knee. Reach your right arm to the sky. Let your left arm reach down the back of your left thigh. Beautiful. Inhale, triangle pose. Keep the legs as they are. Arms come to a T. Reach the right fingertips forward. Tick-tock the hands. Left arm reaches high. Continue to pull up through the left hand so you're not dumping too much weight on the right leg. Inhale, star pose. Reach your arms up, creating a beautiful X with your body. Pivot your right toes parallel to your left. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Push the hips back. Lead with the chest. Reach your arms down to the mat. Since this is our first wide leg forward fold of class, we'll just hold it for a couple breaths. Breathe into that tightness along the back of your thighs. And hold here for just a moment. Weight is in the heels, reaching your hips up toward the sky. With each exhale, maybe drawing your torso a little closer to your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, long, strong spine. Exhale, side lunge to the left. Bend the left knee and sink as low as you feel comfortable. So that might mean keeping your hips lifted or perhaps lowering them down. For a deeper stretch on the right leg, point your right toes to the sky. Balance challenge, lift your hands up off the mat and bring them to your chest. So find the level that serves you today. Inhale, through center, side lunge to the right. So bending the right knee, finding the same variation on the right side. You can walk your hands over or keep them pressed into each other at your chest. For a deeper stretch along the left leg, point your left toes to the sky. Beautiful. Bring your hands down to the mat, low lunge. Walk your hands forward. Point both toes to the top of your mat, low lunge. Front knee is stacked over the front ankle. Press your left hand in the mat. Inhale, reach your right arm high, low lunge twist. Beautiful. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back to your left, high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, or option 1 or 2, baby cobra. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Always have the option to stop through tabletop along the way if you wish. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold, left side. Inhale, chair pose. Sink the hips low, reach the chest high. Exhale, chair pose twist. Option 1, arms at a T. Option 2, palms together, right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Place your weight in your left foot. Slowly begin to hover your right foot off the mat and slowly step it behind you. Revolved high lunge. Beautiful. Hold this for just a moment, finding your balance. Inhale, fun transition, warrior 2. Reach your arms up through center. Arms come down to a T. Left hand reaches forward, stacked over the left knee. Right arm reaches behind you along with the right foot. Beautiful. Inhale, hold. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward. Reach your right fingertips to the sky. Option to keep the left elbow bent on your thigh or extend it along your inner left leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the left leg. Reach your left fingertips to the sky. Right hand reaches down the back thigh. Breathe into the left front ribs. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, triangle. Arms come to a T. Reach the fingers forward. Tick-tock the arms. Legs stay the same. Right fingertips reach high. Left fingertips reach low along your inner calf. Squeeze the belly button up to keep the torso lifted. Inhale, star pose. Reach your arms up, parallel your left toes to your right. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Hinge at the hips, lead with the chest. Reach your fingertips down to the mat. Holding just a few breaths here once again, breathing into the back of the legs. Noticing if perhaps you can get your fingers maybe a little closer to your feet or back in line with your feet. Maybe drawing your chest a little closer to your thighs. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, side lunge to the right. Bend the right knee. Option to stack the left toes high if you want a deeper stretch along the inner left leg. Once again, option balance challenge to lift your fingertips up off the mat and press them into your chest. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale through center. Side lunge to the left. Finding your level, once again, option to keep your fingertips down or pressed into your chest. Right toes point high for a deeper stretch. Beautiful. Inhale, release your hands down to the mat. Walk them to the front of the mat, low lunge. Pivot both sets of your toes all the way to the front of your mat. And find that beautiful low lunge. So your left knee is stacked up over the left ankle. Press your right hand into the mat. Inhale, low lunge twist. Left arm reaches high. Beautiful. Inhale, lower the left hand down. Step back to high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, baby cobra, full cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option to stop through tabletop. Beautiful. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Round 2. Exhale, twist. Option to keep the chest lifted or left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Slowly lift your left leg and step it all the way back. Revolved high lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Through center, right arm reaches forward. Right leg is forward. Inhale, hold. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward, left arm reaches high. Now here we have a little bit of a fun bonus posture if you choose to take it. If not, you can stay right where you are. Option, standing half moon. Press down through your right foot. Option to grab a block and place it in front of your right foot. Launch your left foot off the mat, bringing your left leg up parallel to the mat at hip height, keeping your left fingertips reaching to the sky, and option to keep your right hand on a block, or you can remove the block and hover your right fingertips above the mat. So a lot of options here. This is a balancing posture on your right leg. The fullest expression of this posture has your left shoulder stacked above your right shoulder and your left hip stacked above your right hip, with your left leg reaching out behind you, toes pointed to the side of the room. Beautiful. If you're in standing half moon, bend the right knee, step all the way back, revolved, reversed triangle. Straighten the right knee, reach the right fingertips above your head. Breathe into that right side body. Inhale. Exhale, triangle pose. Keep the legs, reach the fingertips forward, left hand reaches high, right arm reaches along the inside of your right calf. Inhale, star pose, create that beautiful X, parallel the feet. Exhale, wide leg, forward fold, hinge with a flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, side lunge to the left, the back of your mat. Bend the left knee. Find the level that serves you today. Inhale, side lunge to the right, the front of your mat. Bend the right knee. Option to point the left toes high. Inhale, lower your fingertips down. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Low lunge. Hold, low lunge. Inhale, lizard lunge. Bring your hands on the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out and up to make space. Lower your left knee down if you choose to. Untuck the back toes. And hold this for just a moment. So once again, if you have your blocks, this is another time that you may choose to use them. You can either put them under your hands, keeping the arms straight to create more space in the chest. Or if you'd like a deeper stretch along the front of your left hip flexor, you can come down on the block to your forearms. And for the deepest expression, you can remove the block and come down to your forearms directly on the mat. So finding just the version that suits you today and holding it for just a few breaths. Beautiful. Inhale, come up to your palms and remove the block if you are using it. Half pigeon, walk your right foot toward the left side of your mat and lower your right knee down toward the mat. So you can adjust your stance here as you wish. You should not have any discomfort in your right knee. So your right toes point up toward your left wrist, but where your foot is on the mat depends on how your knee feels today. So you can walk your toes closer to your left wrist if that feels okay. But if that starts to kink the knee, then just keep your heel a little closer to your body. Now, if this is just completely uncomfortable for you, then just return to your backside, flip over, and I'll give you a different option. So if you're enjoying half pigeon, stay right there. If half pigeon is not feeling comfortable, flip over to your back. Keep your knees pointed high, soles of your feet flat on the mat. Place your right ankle on your left knee. And you can either stay right here, or if you want a deeper stretch, lift your left shin up parallel to the mat and maybe grab the back of your left thigh. So find the level that serves you today. If you're in half pigeon, you can either stay up on your palms or come down to your forearms. Try to keep your weight centered between your hips. And come down as far as you feel comfortable today. Since we're slowing down in this posture a little bit, return your focus to your breath. Taking long, slow, deep inhales and long, slow, complete exhales. If you're on your back in figure 4, stay right there. If you are in half pigeon and would like a different option, then you can either stay right there or follow me coming up to your palms for mermaid pose. So bend your left knee, pointing your left toes up, keeping your right knee exactly where it is. Place your right hand on the mat centered in front of you and maybe reach back toward your left toes. Now find this may be comfortable for you, and if it's not, you can just let go and return back to the half pigeon that you were just in. But if you're feeling okay here, then you can start to walk your left heel maybe a little closer toward your left glute, feeling an intense stretch along the front of your left thigh. Trying to keep your hips lined centered. So keep your left hip down in line with your right rather than opening it up to the left side of the room. Beautiful. A full expression of this posture is having your left toes up in the crease of your left elbow, but I'm not quite there yet, so I can't demonstrate it for you. But if you're so flexible that you can bring your left toes to the crease of your left elbow, then feel free. And if you want to challenge your balance, maybe reach your right fingers in front of you to lift them up off the mat. Beautiful. Lots of options in today's class. If you're in mermaid, return to half pigeon. Tuck your back toes. If you're on your back, make your way to downward facing dog. If you're in half pigeon, make your way to downward facing dog. Once you're in downward facing dog, lift your right toes to the sky, bend your right knee, open up the right hip, slow, big knee circles. Gently opening up that right hip. Beautiful. And lower your right foot down to the mat. Great job. Left side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Keep the hips low. Reach the chest high. Chair twist. Option to keep your chest lifted or hook the right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Place your weight in your left foot. Hover your right foot off the mat and slowly step it behind you, revolved high lunge. Holding for a breath to find your balance. Inhale, warrior two. Through center, reach your left arm forward, right arm reaches behind you. Beautiful. Inhale, hold. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward. Reach your right arm to the sky. Left arm is bent or along the inside of your left thigh. So once again, option to stay right here. For that fun balance challenge, place your block in front of your left foot. Inhale, place your weight down in your left foot. Reach your right leg up off the ground, keeping your right hand reaching high. Right leg is parallel to the mat at hip height. And we are inching our way toward the full expression of this posture, which is your right shoulder stacked above the left, right hip stacked above the left, right toes pointed to the side of the room, and trying to extend your left leg and both arms as long as you can. If you fall out, that is not only okay, but expected. Find yourself right back in there if you can. Beautiful. Look down at your left foot, bend the left knee, slowly step all the way back. Reverse triangle, straighten the left knee, reach the left fingertips to the sky. Right arm reaches down the back thigh. Inhale, triangle pose. Arms come to a T, reach your fingers forward. Tick-tock the arms, right arm reaches high. Beautiful. Inhale, star pose. Reach your arms up high, parallel your left toes to your right. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Hinge at the hips, lead with your chest. Fingertips come down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, side lunge to the right. Beautiful. Inhale, walk your hands to the front of your mat, side lunge to the left. Inhale, place your hands down, low lunge, pivot both sets of your toes toward the front of the mat. Beautiful. Hold low lunge for a breath. Exhale, lizard lunge. Walk your left foot out to the left side of your mat and up. Bring both hands on the inside of your left foot. Option to lower the left knee down or keep it lifted if that feels good. And find the level that serves you. Hopefully the same side that you were on the other side. So if you want to stay up on your palms, you can do so or place a block underneath to create a little more space. If you'd like a deeper stretch, come down to your forearms, either directly to the mat or using a block to create a level in between. Taking a look that your left knee is still above your left ankle. So if you need to, you might want to walk your left toes forward just to make sure that the knee is above the ankle or slightly behind. You don't want your knee to be further forward than your left ankle. Beautiful. Protecting the knee always. Feeling that stretch along the front of your right hip flexor. Breathing into the tightness. Beautiful. Inhale, come up to your palms. Remove the block if you're using it. Half pigeon pose. Walk your left foot to the right side of your mat. Lower your left knee down and find the stance that serves you. Once again, if you were on your back on the other side for half pigeon, then make your way to your back again. So if you're in half pigeon, your left knee is behind your left wrist. Your left toes are pointing up toward your right wrist, and your heel is as close to your right wrist as you feel comfortable. It might be closer to your body than your wrist, and that's totally okay. Just as long as you don't have any funkiness in your left knee. If you're in half pigeon, you can stay up on your palms or come down to your forearms or use a block to create your own level. If you're not in half pigeon, make your way to your back. Knees point up, feet are flat on the mat. Place your left ankle on your right knee. An option to stay right here, or lift your left shin and maybe grab the back of your right thigh. Sorry, lift your right shin, not your left. Lift your right shin and grab the back of your right thigh. So wherever you are, stay right there and focus on your breath. If you're in half pigeon, focusing that your weight is centered and you're not falling toward one hip or the other. Beautiful. If you're in half pigeon and want to take that mermaid variation, go ahead and join me by coming up to your palms. Bend your right knee. Place your left hand in the middle of your mat directly in front of you. And reach back with your right hand toward your right toes. So still pointing the right hip down so it stays in line with the left hip. We're not opening up to the right side of the mat. Hips are level, and then we can hold on to the right toes and maybe slowly pull the right heel closer to the right glute, but moving very slowly with intention, checking in with how the right knee is feeling. And if we want to maybe test our balance, we can lift our chest and reach our left fingertips out in front of us. So once again, that full expression has your right toes in the crease of your right elbow, but I can't demonstrate that for you because I'm not there. But we can work there very slowly. Beautiful. And it's okay if one side of your body is more flexible than the other. Don't push it. It's okay. Just accept that each side is a little different. Beautiful. If you're in mermaid pose, go ahead and let go of those right toes. Bring both hands down to the mat. And whichever posture you're in, whether you're on your back or in half pigeon, slowly make your way to downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. And once you're in downward facing dog, lift your left leg high, bend the left knee, open the left hip slowly, big knee circles. Notice that that hip has been worked out quite a bit today. So we're going to move very slowly. Beautiful. And return your left foot down to the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward and have a seat. Bring your legs out in front of you and lower all the way down to your back. Bring your knees into your chest for a hug. Gently rock from side to side. Inhale, happy baby. Widen the knees. Bring the soles of your feet flat up toward the ceiling. And option 1, grab the back of your knees, pulling them out and down toward your outer ribs. Option 2, for a deeper stretch, reach up to the bottom of your feet and use that extra leverage to draw your knees out and down toward the outside of your ribs. Whichever grab you have, just make sure that your whole spine is flat on the mat. And then maybe you can sway side to side if that feels okay. Beautiful. If you want to straighten out one leg at a time, baby ninja kicks. Feeling that hamstring stretch. Beautiful. And then bring both knees back into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Grab both hands around your right shin. Draw your right knee out and up toward your right shoulder. Inhale, hold here, wind removing pose. Exhale, supine twist. Guide the right knee across the body. Stack your right hip over your left. Reach your right arm out to the side and lower your right ear toward your right shoulder. Keeping your core engaged to protect your spine from over twisting and feeling the twist through the middle of the spine. Beautiful. Slowly, with control, bring your knees up into your chest. Give yourself one more hug, and then extend your right leg long. Grab both hands around your left shin. Draw your left knee out and up towards your left shoulder, wind removing pose. Inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your left knee across the body, stacking your left hip over your right. Reach your left arm out to the side and lower your left ear towards your left shoulder. Keep both shoulder blades flat on the mat and engaging the core just enough to protect the spine from over twisting. Relaxing through the shoulder blades and taking long, slow, deep inhales and long, slow, complete exhales. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself one more big hug. Inhale. Exhale, release, Shavasana. Extend your arms and legs out long and wide. Roll your shoulders down your back and soften through your whole chest. Allow your toes to flop open and actively release each muscle group. Relax your toes, the balls of your feet, your arches and your heels. Relax your ankles, your calves, your kneecaps, and your thighs. Relax through your hips. They've done a lot tonight. Release your glutes. Relax through the belly. Feeling it rise and fall gently with each breath. Relax your shoulders and your whole face, allowing your tongue to fall from the roof of your mouth. Gently beginning to bring awareness back to your breath and your body. Gently rock your head from side to side. On your next inhale, reach your arms up over your head for a wall-to-wall stretch. Get long, get lean, and slowly bring your knees up into your chest. Rock from side to side and fall over on your favorite side. Slowly push yourself up to a seat, keeping your eyes closed. Cross your legs and root down through your sit bones. Bring your palms together, press your thumbs into your chest and sit tall. Sit proud. Take a big inhale through the nose. May we look inward for validation and acceptance. Inhale, draw your thumbs to your lips. May we speak words of truth, kindness, and encouragement. Inhale, draw your thumbs to your third eye center. May we be the change we wish to see in this world. Take a deep inhale to fill yourself with love and light, and exhale to share it with the world. Namaste.